Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to make a video on penny stocks for this week that I think have high potential to gap up. And so without further ado, let's get started. The very first thing I want to preface with is with penny stocks, especially low float penny stocks, which is most of these stocks on the watch list, they tend to be very risky. And so the stocks that I found for my watch list today are based on stocks that gapped up a couple of weeks ago or last week, and obviously when they gap up massively and then they sell off, that tends to ignite an overreaction of a sold stock. And then usually when there's an overreaction of selling, there tends to be a huge relief bounce. So my philosophy of the way I pick these stocks is based on that, and plus how the technical setup looks. So the first stock is QLGN. This is a daily chart. I do like how this stock is setting up for this week. We are approaching resistance right here. This line I drew out as support for a couple of key candlesticks. As you can see, it was support here, support here, support here. And so obviously when it breaks support, that becomes new resistance. And it looks like on Friday, this candlestick tapped just that, and before it eventually came down a little bit. Still ended green, which is good. But it is above the 20 EMA on the daily chart, so I do feel like with enough volume and push, we could break this resistance at some time during this week. And obviously with more and more exponential volume, we could hopefully break the 100 and 200 day SMAs. That's very optimistic. Again, it's just really going to depend on the setup and volume, but this is a stock to watch. If you switch over to the weekly chart, that doesn't look that bad either. So this is the weekly chart, and you do have the 20 EMA as approaching resistance, but that would still be a good move from the close, which was $5.55. And you could almost reach $1 per share if we approach this 20 EMA. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens this week. It's also possible that it could consolidate a bit more, which would mean the move won't happen until like maybe the week after. So just something to keep in mind. The next stock, let me just pull up my phone. I have the list here, is SNDE. So SNDE, I guess we're looking at the weekly chart first. This was a reversal study right here that went off, and as you can see by this green line right here, this is where basically whenever a reversal study goes off, it automatically creates a stop for you, and that stop hasn't been off yet. And the way it looks, it consolidated a bit, pulled back, and then it ripped last week, and it still ended green. So to me, this looks like a bullish setup. And I do feel like we're going to gap higher, possibly even break the 20 EMA. So I definitely like the weekly chart for SNDE. Let's switch over to the daily chart. Yeah, not as good as the weekly chart, but good nonetheless. I like how it bounced off this 100-day SMA. And so hopefully sometime this week we could see a move up. So something to keep on watch. Next stock is CLSK. So this is the daily chart. I picked this stock, I think, primarily because of the weekly chart, but the daily setup doesn't look that bad either. It is a bit extended, so we could possibly see a bit more consolidation maybe on Monday, Tuesday before it could hopefully break this resistance and make new highs sometime during this week, late this week. The weekly chart, so the weekly chart looks extended too, but I feel like it has one more room up for this week, and before eventually it'll probably start coming down. But probably not as much conviction on this trade as the others, but definitely still one to keep on watch. All right, next stock is RIGO. So this is the weekly chart. again, not the perfect setup, but we did have a huge sell-off on during last week. This stock, I believe I like the daily chart better. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously gapped up pretty massively for a penny stock on this day, the 14th of July, and ever since it's been selling off. And here we are at the 20 EMA again, and the last candlestick on Friday formed like this doji stick, so we could possibly see at least a relief bounce, hopefully up to $3, and so that'll give you opportunity to make a quick buck on it. All right, next stock is MTP. All right, we're looking at the daily chart. So yeah, I mean, obviously this looks like it could possibly go down over to like one of these EMAs, SMAs, but I'm going to think that it's oversold a bit much. So I think we will get a relief bounce before it makes its move down. So I don't think you'll see like a move down over the next couple of days right away. But I mean, obviously I could be wrong. I mean, anything could happen in the stock market. But obviously I don't like the reversal study going off either. But typically when these reversal signals go off, you see some kind of pullback before inevitably going back down. So I do believe that the stock could go from like $250 to around $3 before pulling back. So weekly chart, let's see if okay, yeah. So I really like these kinds of setups where it's like, all right, it gapped up massively and then it sort of formed this like inverted hammer, but it ended green. And typically when you see stocks like this, especially when it's above the 20 EMA, you see this kind of like relief bounce before again going down. So I do believe this definitely has a chance to gap up. All right, next stock is OMI. All right, so this stock is the riskiest, and that's an understatement, but this is something I'll include in the watch list, and you guys could assess this yourself and make your decisions of how you'd want to trade this. But this is very risky because you'd be buying at the top of like the top. So this is the weekly chart. Obviously, it's pretty bullish. Typically, when that happens, like there's a bit of consolidation, or especially with penny stocks, it can just come right back down. But if you look at the daily chart, this is the reason why I put it on the watch list. So on Friday, there wasn't obviously as much volume as the previous days right here, but there is a chance obviously it could break the highs of $15.40. Whether that happens on Monday, who knows? It's possible. It may not even happen at all, which is why I say it's risky. It can come right back down, and we're talking a huge move down. So play this very carefully if you're going to day trade it. I personally wouldn't swing trade this, but if you do day trade it, be quick and with your positions in and out, and I would wait for it to like break the highs, and possibly wait for a pullback on the quicker time frames to play this out. So this is probably the riskiest stock on my watch list for this week, but definitely one to keep on watch. The last one is USEG, USEG. This is the daily chart. I expect some kind of bounce. We're approaching the 20 EMA, but we have sold off dramatically. So obviously I don't expect this to go back to like the highs again, but I do expect some kind of relief bounce. The weekly chart, yeah, again, we're talking about the inverted bullish hammer, and it's above the 20 EMA, so hopefully we could see that kind of relief bounce at some point during this week. But that's it, guys. Those are all the penny stocks to watch for this week. And if you have any questions, please leave them on the comments down below. Please like this video and subscribe if you want to support this channel. And if you want to see more content like this, just let me know. If there's any kind of suggestions you like, definitely let me know. And I'll be sure to make videos like this in the future. But other than that, again, just like, and I can, that'll tell me that you guys want to see more of these penny stock watch list videos in the future. So take care, have a nice day, and good luck. Bye.